mum said, get away from this property now. And my neighbour said, F off, basically, get away from this property. And then something was said and then they moved on. But yeah, that's what happened, realistically. And they moved and walked away and left. But mum, believe it or not, my mum saved your bacon. You know, so you owe my mum a big thanks. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think anyone would have sided with you yesterday about, oh my God, this person's happened to this individual. Unfortunately, when you put posts out and saying that, let's see who the big man is. You see, if you would have just turned up and not put any posts out and said, you know what, even though people shouldn't be going to people's property, if you would have put posts out saying, I want answers, I want to know why you was transphobic and blah, 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 then it would have been dealt with differently. I would have said, you know what, I'm going to be about half an hour or something. Wait there. I'll come back and we can have a conversation. But you didn't do that. You was putting out posts saying, let's see who the big man is. Let's see who the big man is. That shows intent. Shows me intent of what you tried to achieve by coming here. So obviously, my back's up and I was obviously worried about my mum and seeing what the situation was. So I said, Mum, put the phone down. I'm going to make a phone call. I'm going to get someone around the house now and they'll deal with the situation. And my mum was like, no, I don't want any trouble outside the house, blah, 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 blah. And Eva What's It would confirm this because it was all on loudspeaker. And then my mum started shouting and next door started shouting. Then they left. And it's as simple as that. So that's all I'm going to say. Like I say, you have no idea. This area, ain't an area to be messing around in, to come up, showing up and thinking you can do something. Like I said, the young lads on the little charons will you know, do you a little problem.
Showing the road, I don't know, Willison, I don't know, but it's all a bit weird anyway. But yeah, there's nothing to do with EQ or any
No, my actions is my actions. Nothing.
It's nothing to do with Evil Queen, right? And I totally will stand with that until she went live last night saying that she put them up to it to make a lie up and got herself involved. So now it has 100% to do with Evil Queen. Evil Queen should have just left it. Should have just left it and not said anything. But Evil Queen made it about herself last night and said that I was lying. And now I've proved that I'm telling the truth. I want to see her. I want to see her reply.
Yeah, just like Luke keeps saying, Corey's not responsible for Corey. You know, who has docked many times on his platform and other people's platforms. So there you go. Yeah. Thank you, Watsits. Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you. Crazy. Right,
Thanks, Angie, for letting me in.
All right, no problem. I want to get back to Levi.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
It's not proof at all. Yeah, it's a bit. I don't know. It's one of those where you either believe it or not. You know.
What about Dead Wings, Alex? He's good at dressing up. No, from the description that I got, like I said, I was painting a picture in my head, and when obviously my mum was feeding me all this information about the person that was at the door, all I could see was Davy Bowie in Labyrinth. All I could see was Goblin King. That's what I envisioned. So yeah, it weren't Dead Wings.
I just think it is a bit odd because I was asking for the ring doorbell, sorry. So it's a good excuse to say, well, it wasn't outside his door because I didn't knock on the door. So do you get what I'm saying? Could be set up between them both. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. Definitely set up. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's because I've been sitting out there going on about a door ring bell. Hey, there it is, the door ring bell. But obviously, there's not going to be any. So I don't know. Where's Levi? I'm trying to get.
And if you want me to be honest with you, right? When yesterday I was saying about my comments about this said individual and people was going, oh my God, I can't believe Alex said that. It was only later in the night they were saying there was intersex. I had no idea what their their gender was or what they identify as. I didn't know this. I was only going off what I was told because I wasn't there. So obviously I'm taking in information. And you're basically saying, oh, but yeah, they've got long hair. You should know that he was a trans woman. No, so okay, it's John Bon Jovi knocked my door back in the day. Am I going to identify as John Bon Jovi as a woman? Just because they've got a Juicy Couture handbag and long hair, I'm sorry, I'm not going to judge them and say that you are a trans female. It doesn't work like that. Until you tell me, I'll respect it. I'm not going to judge people and say you are this and you are not that. You know what I mean? Grow up.
Get him in. How are you doing? Just request.
Yeah, it's me, Alicia's like.
So you know what I mean? So if you let me know, that's cool. I'll identify you as that. But until you don't explain, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what was like. I don't know what was going on. I wasn't there, so I can't make that a judgment or that you know, that inquiry and ask. Exactly that digital footprint. You can't assume genders and stuff like that. So like I said, I only got information. Like I said, if I was a police sketch artist and that, you know, I would have drawn some crazy stuff. You know what I mean? Would have been some crazy stuff that I drew. Where are we going now? Angie has trouble. Okay, so
Involved. I'm not going to lie. I did get upset once, but let's not go into that, right? But however, he was going to say because I was crying on my thing because of what he was. He was sitting there, came to me, crying, and they were laughing, putting out. You know what I mean? That's why he was going to his house. So what about my mental health? He's sitting there now, all of a sudden.
yes, Angie. Yes, let's get this right, Ange. Now, because I'm glad you said this. You said that you went on live crying about your mental health and all this, yeah? And that's the reason why Sam Walker wanted my address, etc., etc. But do you not recall the morning after where you laughed at everyone saying everyone was triggered? So this is not a valid comment that you're making here. You saying the day after that basically that you triggered everyone and you was laughing about the situation, right? You can't use that as a weapon, unfortunately, Ange. So
Caring about mental health, people's mental health. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't care about your mental health.
I care about people's mental health. They give a crap about others' people's mental health. If people go after people's mental health, I have no sympathy for them, like yourself. Kitty Cat, thank you. Proud Mama, Grandma, thank you for all the populars.
I didn't care about mine when I was sitting there crying my eyes out and things, and I was in a really bad.
Let's do a poll. Do you think Angie gives a crap about mental health? There you go, guys.
Way you seeing they came to me laughing. You know what I mean? That's why Sam was going to go to his house that day. Do you know what I mean? Not that I'm not getting Sam involved again. I'm just saying I'm going back. This is what happened. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, I don't have to go to people's houses or anything like that. But I'm just saying that's what he was doing. How now is he putting up helplines?
I don't know, Mama.
Don't buy into his bullshit. Seriously, it's all bullshit.
Trying to save the day.
When people turn up, and I'm not.
What you need to understand is I'm not one of these people that goes online every day and like preaches mental health. Understand, if people are going through something and I can see they're going through something, or if they reach out, then obviously I'll try and help them. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be the martyr. I'm not going to be the person on the app that goes, oh my God, you know, I need to do this. Thank you, Nanny Lisa. Because like I say, you don't know what happens behind closed doors, you know. Let's be real. Where are we going now? Oh yeah, let's get this.
In my live, I've got it, guys. I've got it. I'm gonna put it on the screen now.
Thank you, one and only. You don't have to say that on
It will just never stop because certain people want the drama, and then when it happens to them, they go and cry about the drama. I'm gonna upload it for you now. She don't care. Of course she don't care, but when stuff happens to her, that's why when people say things about her or do stuff to her, I don't care myself anymore. I don't care. I literally don't care anything that happens to Delusive Angie. Anyone that calls me...
Yeah, here's another bit of proof, right? If you want even more definitive proof that I'm not lying, that person didn't turn up to my property, Evil Whatsits today, go live, right? Show yourself and show them crustaceans in your mouth. Go live and show people your Crocs. And then let's see if it clarifies what my mum said. That you were something off the something looked like something off the Evil Dead movie.
And don't care.
Bro's bringing the smoking, doing up smoking.
But they'll go on about other people's platforms being this and that, but yet they'll do this. Why are you letting her in the box to show pictures like that? Why are you letting her in that box? Why? because I wouldn't. You're such a... Do you know what you remind me of, Delusive Angie? You're grubby. You're a bottom feeder. You're an absolute bottom feeder, Delusive Angie. You're grubby.
Thank you, proud mama, grandma,
You
for letting
remind
me
me, like, my entrails. Like, I didn't let her in the live to do this. Oh, no, come over to mine and give me the views. You're like a bottom feeder. You just remind me, you're so grubby. Like, you got no morals about you. I look at your picture and I'm just like, I feel dirty, man. I just feel dirty.
Thank you for all the populars,
it's
guys.
wrong.
Thank you.
That's wrong to do that. That's wrong. Like a flea, just reminds me of fleas.
And Luke, do you want me to be totally honest with you? Do you know why everyone asks for receipts and questions and says like, oh, have you got any proof of this? Have you got any proof of this? It's because that side of TikTok live off setups, fake drama, and so they know that obviously they need receipts because they're so used to doing setups, so used to doing fake drama. They're trying to catch people over the decent side of TikTok. That's, you know what I mean, to try and catch them out. Thank you, Trudy. But like I said, I proved my innocence today. And it's as simple as that. Like the other day in Canadian Angie's live, when you was all running around saying autism live, I proved my innocence there as well, yet again. Like, how many times do you have to start listening to all these people slating me off? At the end of the day, like I said, just watch, observe yourself, make your own opinion, stop being a sheep. In the end, the truth comes to light. That's all I'm going to say.
You know, anything to get the views in.
How you doing, Miss Remy?
Views. No, you get views and you keep views if you've got morals. You get views and you keep views. Do you know what I mean?
Thank you, Kit Kat.
You and credibility. I've done and said things on this app, but I like to think I've got some credibility. Right, I'm going. I might come on for a music live later on my main. Big up JR Travels, Bismuth Johnson, Lee Smith. I'm going. I might come on at 10 o'clock.
I ain't firing no shots at any platform, right? But your platform yesterday got compared to mine, Delusive Angie. Our platforms are so different. Because you know what I don't do? I don't fire up in the morning, right? When my eyes are basically still stuck together and start battling, putting pressure on my community to start gifting before you do anything. You know? Why not spend a few hours with your community, just chilling, having a chat, having a laugh? Just, you know what I mean? Just have a little bit of interaction with your chat. Instead of instantly going, you know what? Let's battle, guys. Let's just chat and battle. Let's fleece my community. Let's put them under pressure first thing in the morning. When sometimes all they want to do is head to a room just to chill and have a laugh. So, says a lot, don't it? My community is way better than yours. Way better. We come with morals over here. Where we go now? What's this about here?
And that's why when my car was done yesterday, it was all delusional Angie's fault.
Even live in Birmingham.
My car's had all scratches up the side of it. Yes, it's Angela's fault. She said that I had 24 hours to live, but they done the car instead. Yeah, Delusive's fault, not mine. Thank you, Rose. She'll have to deal with the police now.
Away, I said.
Thank you, Rose.
It was me.
I've never.
Either her or some messed up person has arranged somebody to come to my house and scratch my car. I can pay for it. Don't worry, I don't care. Thank you, Rose.
Turned up at Alex's
Thank
house.
you, Rose, my love.
Yeah, but they're saying either what's it, the one above you.
She'll have to deal with the repercussions of the law.
Oh, bless Corey. That's justice of Corey's car. But do you know what it is? Let me be honest with you. I think it's Angie as well, Corey. I'm going to be totally honest with you. She sounds like the type. Remember, she has got a gangster cousin from Hounslow in London. So he could have got the job done, Corey, you know. You know, Big G over there. He was on Top Boy, apparently, as well. So, let me be honest with you now, right? All this situation about people going to people's houses and people's car, we've proven a lot today. We've proven who the liars are. We've proven Claire made it about herself, and that's why she was getting questioned about it. We've proven that I wasn't in the household as well. I mean, how much more proof do you need? You know what I mean? Do you want satellite images and stuff? So who's the liar? I don't need to lie to you. And like I said, I would have gone out last night and shown you, but it was dark. I'd rather show you in daytime. And I did it right before my FYP. I told you exactly. Hounslow, massive, Ali G. Exactly.
She sat on a public app and she said that something was going to happen to me in the next 24 hours. All on CCTV house. Don't worry. Don't worry. I've even installed a new camera And the new camera is a scanning camera. Thank you, P. So it's like 360, so it goes up and down the road now. She can't deny it either. Nope, I got the video. I reported to South Wales Police earlier, and they came here at 4:30. And I don't need to prove nothing. Otherwise, I'll show you the CCTV after she gets nicked. Because it has something to do with her. I want her devices taken off her, and I want her to explain then why and who and how she has arranged somebody to come down and scratch my vehicle. Such a teenage crime, that, I agree. But obviously Levi, she's friends with Levi, so Levi can sort that sort of stuff out. I have told them about this, obviously.
Alicia's talking
Something to
about
do with
me.
Levi, it is.
She said evil eye. I was in Alicia's
Yeah, I have, Angel. I've showed them what they
box
said.
this morning.
I've showed them what she said on this public app. I have showed them. Don't make threats, Angela. I made empty threats, Angela. I apologised straight afterwards. But then you wanted to make a fake ass police report. You, however, made a direct threat, and somebody now has come out and caused damage to my vehicle. And don't worry, it's insured and stuff, so it'll be sorted. But it made damage to my vehicle under your instruction. Your instruction. You instructed them to do so. So you will deal with the full repercussions of the law. And I will push for a charge.
Well said, Cora. You know, justice for Cora's car. This is Pearl, this is. Pearl says Angie's mum gets paid to go along with storylines. And not only has Pearl said this, I've also stated this previously before. And it's pretty easy to prove. Because her mum makes a joke about things, like last night with the spider, and it was pretty entertaining, I ain't even going to lie, it was pretty funny from time to time with what her mum was saying. But like I said, you've got to understand is, Angie always locks her bedroom door, and I'll show a video in a minute with the spider where she locks the door again. But when there's a drama, or she needs this fake drama going on in the live, her door's already unlocked, so her mum freely walks in, and starts moaning at Delusive Angie, and it all kicks off, and everyone, you know what I mean? There's a big drama there then. But you notice the door is always unlocked when there's a drama. Any other time, the door is locked. So, you know, just notice it. Just notice from now on, I've said it again. Notice it, so.
I'm putting it out there that Sheila gets paid off Angie for playing the little, the scripted stories, do you know what I'm saying? So there you go then. So even our poor Sheila is in on it, and she gets paid for her storylines. And she'll say, Ma'am, she used to tell us this on the phone, so I'm speaking the gospel honest truth. She said, Mum will say, what am I doing now? What am I doing now today, Angie? What should we do? And she said, just go along with whatever I say. Do you know what I'm saying? So there you go. So all of this about this putting this whatever on, a load of lies, but we'll all say what she says. She gets a mum in on the scripted lines. So there you go. There you go. Poor Sheila's not as vulnerable as we all make her. I used to feel sorry for her. And I've had a message off her this morning. I haven't got to speak on her. Well, it was it yesterday or the day before? I heard.
Thank you, Nanny Lisa, Shauna B, for your Howls, Bows, Julie, Katie, Lulu. Sorry, I was just having a drink of my drink, so thank you.
Calling us the tea bag, right? So it's tit for tat. As long as I'm not saying anything, afternoon, everybody. As long as I'm not saying nothing derogatory and just stating facts, I'll speak about you as much as I want. And who is going to stop us? Nobody, right? How's about that? Nobody.
But I don't know if Pearl knows. I don't know if anyone's given her the heads up. She can't talk about anyone no more. She can't talk about Angie, Rickster or Talia. I mean, I don't know if anyone wants to let Pearl know that she needs to live in fear. Because if you do talk about Angie, Rickster or Talia, then the Nancys are going to pull up. And you do not want them on your case. Them Nancys are the worst. So, tell her, give her a heads up.
So don't send me messages saying stop speaking about us. Like I say, it works both ways. And anyways, it doesn't work both ways because you feel the needs to speak about everybody else. And if I want to speak about you, I will. I mean,
thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Tara.
Weren't you saying, like the people that you're sticking up for now, weren't you saying that somebody tried to essay you.
Can we do a quick poll, guys? Is the Nancy's to be feared from? Are we all scared of the Nancy's?
On a night out and then rug you. So I mean, thank you, your fave, thank you. So wasn't you just saying that, hey my sugar bliss, how are you, me baby? Wasn't it not so
Thank
long
you,
ago
Emma
since,
Dina.
like that person that you were sticking up for then?
Thank you, Tara.
And saying they tried to essay you, and I'm sure it was rug you. Like, basically that was putting it out there to have your wicked way with you. But it wasn't the conversation that I had, because
That's where, Pearl, morals go out the window, because they don't mind what people say about them. All they care about is their platform and making it big on TikTok. Me personally, if a woman come on this app and said to me, you've tried to spike me or anything like that, you really think, hello, day, I'm going to go, yeah, it's fine. It's old news. We all move on from that. No chance. For one, I'd go to the police. I'd have to, because like I say, them sort of things is damaging. And not only that as well, I would never speak to that person again and never entertain them.
I'll just repeat, because I have to tell both sides of the story. He repeated, like, you looked atrocious and your teeth was absolutely vile. So I'm just saying what he said. So don't get carried away that anybody's like wanting anything going with you, because your mouth's dangerous, isn't it? I mean, you shouldn't say that about people. That can destroy somebody's life. But there again, you've never ever got that word out your mouth, haven't you? Oh, I mean, you did call me at once and all for having kids in, my grandkids, for having kids in around the site. But if any kid comes in here off the site, that's only bad-minded people that think like that. And all the kids is allowed in here, can I just say, however old they are. That's what gypsy people do. We all one big family. Do you know what I'm saying? There, me, I'm...
So yeah, obviously Pearl's talking about it, and I totally agree. I do genuinely believe her mum is involved in it all as well. I think she says to her mum, oh, Mum, I'm going to say this, because her mum knows the answer straight away. Her mum's admitted to watching Corey and watching all different creators and that, so she's been watching, she's observing, she knows the crack. You know, so I do honestly believe her mum is so totally involved, and especially when I worked out, I watched, member, on FYP, and I watched from you know, Ghost Watching, that every time there's a drama between her and her mum freely walks in that door, and it's all kicking, and it kicks off. Any other time, Angie locks that door every time she goes in there. You know, so for me, it doesn't make any sense, personally. What's this now?
Well, if he's 13, he's allowed to stream, so it's fine. Big up to him.
I thought I was on this phone. I'm on this phone. Oh, someone's put me outside my house.
Oh shit, Angie, didn't start that.
No, they have, look.
What, they've texted you?
Yeah, look. And you put it on there. This person keeps phoning me.
We need a bedtime story. I want a bedtime story.
Is there a number there, Andrew?
Is it the 199 guy?
Look. Yeah.
It's the fuck. Don't worry, it's annoying.
One of their games.
It's 199, yeah.
Yeah, he's the one who rang Sophie. Sophie gave me the number. Then I rang and they started playing videos. Then they started trying to come for me and Sophie then for ages.
Messaging again.
Yeah, it's and they go for Corey as well.
That 199 number is Talia. Karina confirmed it last night. Who the hell's Karina? Who's Karina?
Oh, that numbers.
Do they? I don't like it.
It's just a troll.
Is it?
Just block them, but you'll still see their pictures when they change and it's funny. Yeah, when it's Sophie up, they've had one EQ up, they've had one.
Oh, Corey. Oh, I thought you said... Someone did say Karina. It was Karina you put there, innit? Yeah, Ice Queen, you said Karina. Is that what you call him?
Corey.
Keep without me, guys.
Thank you, Melissa, Amy, Brooklyn, Hannah, Sunrise. Thank you, guys.
Now, look.
I'm scared.
What they say?
Oh, God.
I will be doxing your what?
Those messages.
Masterpieces.
She's lying. She's lying. Oh, no, she ain't. No, she ain't. Oh, I thought it was plus what? No, 1 minute. 1 minute. I thought it was plus 19, and no, it's 199 at the end. Okay. I understand what what Levi was saying there. I thought there was lines saying it was like a plus 199 number or something, but now it's not there. It's 07954 171199 or something, whatever it is.
Send me the number.
Get doxing.
What, they're going to dox Angie? Angie, you've been doxed about a million times over on this hour.
Oh yeah, 199 guy.
Angie's trying to get by you on the popular. Oh, thank you, Lady Nicola. Angie's trying to get by you on the trying to get past me on the popular. Of course she is, guys. That's a manipulation tactic. You know, let's be honest now. Alex, check messages ASAP. Angel, give me a second. Let me have a little butchers. You know, let me have a little butchers. Talia's apparently Angel. Apparently that is Talia's number. Corey's confirmed it. So, yeah, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, she does it all the time, guys. She wants to try and get above me on the popular to try and fleece her community out of more money. It is what it is, isn't it?
Crazy.
Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Ren.
Oh dear.
Thank you, Casimir. Thank you, guys. It just seems to me that Angie cares about the popular when it suits her. Because when you've been destroyed on the popular over the last weeks, you don't care about the popular, you care about the dailies. And then I beat you on the dailies, and then what is it now? Back to popular again. Thank you, Bambina. Thank you, Pammy. Thank you, Emma.
That's that then.
Thank you for the harmies, guys. Thank you, Lady Nicola, Emma, Pammy.
What time are you doing your FYP tomorrow, Ange?
12. Exactly, nothing else for Angie's to jokes. Exactly. Give the number out, I did.
Oh, well, Liz, I'll get some polls going, don't worry. Mandy, Amy, thank you.
What a weirdo. Look, I'm on my way to your door now.
They're just...
As Rigster. Oh, my God.
So we're going to start renaming Angie to Bedstore Barbara.
Doxing. Here's your number, love.
Thank you, Tara Morgan, for the money gun. Thank you. Thank you, Bev, Donna. Thank you, guys.
I haven't even got a picture.
Lou,
a picture of Danny.
Oh, I don't know who he is. Don't know who he is.
The pet, though.
Alright, okay.
It's just strange behaviour, like... I don't know, it's just really strange. Thank you, ACAR. Thank you, Rachel. It's just really, really weird behaviour for me, that is. You know. Where's it gone now? Oh.
We'll do it. He's not stupid. He knows what he's doing.
This says, Angie Cam2's EQ while she's Cam2 in Alex, and she thinks mocking Grape is dark humour. So let's go with this, guys. Thank you for the heart meets. If I miss anyone, I apologise. Jeanette, thank you. Christy, thank you.
Desperate Housewives, yeah.
Something severe happened.
So it's a basic case of a narc, everybody. So because he's got absolutely nothing to say about me, he's already reached for transphobia. That hasn't gone down well. He's just reaching for whatever.
Hello, Bubba.
You will never win me. Excuse me, love. I would never submit to a narcissist in my life. Get laughed at.
Do you know what I find strange? A narcissist will never submit to another narcissist. Remember that. Because they always believe they are right. We all have narcissistic tendencies and traits. Every single person. Doesn't make them a narcissist. But you are a full-blown narcissist. You believe that you are always right. You're never in the wrong. You never take accountability. You never say sorry. Unless it suits and aids you at the time. And that's as simple as it is. Right. The fact is, people are calling me out over this transphobia and that. And I understand. Please do. Please make me accountable for my actions. You know, so you should. I admitted what I said.
He's always been a bad person.
On social media. I said that I shouldn't have said it.
He's done it again today.
But then in the same breath, these people are going, poor EQ. That woman went live and said that I raped a 12-year-old. and you're all sitting there laughing and agreeing with her and have that mentality and saying you're shocked because I called her that prostate Paul, that's how you're shocked. You're shocked with that. But you're not shocked when she's saying that I raped a 12-year-old. And that is your mindset over there. That is you as parents. And like I said, people come at me and said, Alex, you said you was going to report them to social services. And yes,
Does
I
he do
stand
not
on it.
report you? He reports
Because no
me.
person, right, the people that find that funny about grape and child X acts and all that stuff that are sitting there
I'm
laughing
going to
about
buy
that,
some grapes
I have
tomorrow.
concern for their
I
children.
love grapes.
Because how can you have that? And that just, you know what I mean? From a parent survivor, you know. David, Jason, whoever these people are, these made-up names.
Especially the purple ones are the best.
When you have children,
So he's saying anybody who writes a comment or laughs, he's going to look on your profile, find you and report you to social services for being on social media and finding whatever you want funny, basically. Thank you, Ryan.
No. Oh, look at this as well. I said this yesterday, and Eternity, yeah, listen to this. Eternity's in Angie's chat saying, says him tugging behind the screen, absolute wrong. And Eternity, where you been, love? It's been debunked. It's already been debunked, so stop trying to use sick things like that now and saying things in lies. Where was you when it was all debunked, Eternity? I'm pretty sure you was watching. Weird. Straight.
Thank you, babe.
Because you know what? I'll be able to sleep better at night knowing the fact is that
Miss Red's always said, leave social services out of it, don't be making false reports.
it's not false reports, is it? If people are laughing about people talking about X-acts and kids and all this stuff, how is that a false report? You tell me where that would ever be classed as a false report when people and parents are finding child being SA'd funny, or where grape is funny. Tell me where that would be a false report. You know what I mean?
And he's basically saying
The
that
thing
he writes
is,
ha-ha on
the thing is, this is how they will look at it, right? And this is not being biased at all, right? Is that they could potentially look at what EQ said as dark humour. You might not think it's dark humour.
They definitely would not look at it as dark humour. Never, ever look at it dark humour.
However, they could look at it as it is dark humour. She did say grape, as in a grape that you eat.
Okay, what about the opening? Do you know what? Yeah, guys, what I'm going to say now is extreme, but it was said not by me, by said individual. Okay, you talk about dark humour, Ange. What about when she said, open your flaps and sit on your granddaughter's face? Would you class that as dark humour? Open your flaps and sit on your granddaughter's face is what the words that EQ said to Pearl. So, let me tell you now, would that be classed as dark humour?
Yeah, I mean, so it can be deemed as that. Because we all know that's not true. However, he has committed a hate crime, which is a crime. You might think it's sick and all of that kind of thing, but it can be seen as...
Was it grandson, Alex's grandson? I'm sure it was it grandson or granddaughter? It was one of the two, but either way, it's both disgusting regardless if it's male or female. You know, the child was male or female, it's disgusting, but I'm sure it was... Was it grandchild's grandchild? That's the one, grandchild.
Dark humour.
Either way, it doesn't matter. It's exactly the same. Grandson, granddaughter, grandchild, it's all the same. Grooming ring, and that's what it is. And remember, grooming is not just about... yeah, and what did I say? You went, oh! But listen to what I said to you. Grooming doesn't mean you're a peddler. Grooming comes in various different forms, like financial grooming, and that's what I believe the situation was with that younger lad. I believe you groomed him so you could use his bank. I never said anything untoward. I never said you groomed him to be a peddler or anything like that, so don't run with anything. I straight away said, I believe you groomed him to use his bank to try and filter your money. That's what I believe. That's what I still believe to this day.
This is every
nonsense
day.
behaviour. Grooming.
And
could
then
be
they lie
financial.
when I snap back and
Remember
say,
that.
I
I'm
never
not
said
saying
that.
she's a peddler. I'm definitely not saying that.
There you
What
go.
I'm saying is,
You did say it today, I think. Or was it yesterday? You did say it.
But not when I'm talking about the situation when it comes to the money situation, and that's what I mean. You need to understand, do you kind of listen to words, jumble them all up in a washing machine, and then say, oh, this is what he meant? No, I'm literally giving you all the facts. I'm saying, when I'm talking about the situation to do with the money, I believe that was financial grooming. I didn't mention anything else, or what I believe other than that. I'm saying I'm not calling you a peddler regarding that situation. If I've called you a peddler that I truly do believe that other things have happened, then that's my opinion on that. But when it comes to that money side, I do truly believe that it was just financial grooming, and I still stand with it. I still believe it now, to this day.
actions are very troubling. Because in the real world, she would never dare saying this in a pub. If she went for a day out,
I'm an act
went out
on
with her
social
friends
media.
in a pub, you think
You're not an act either, Queen. I don't know why you keep lying behind this act. Oh, it's an act, it's an act. All your friends that are no longer friends with you have all came forward and said, Chelsea Harwood has always been like that. So it ain't evil, Queen. It is Chelsea Harwood. You have always been that way. And it's as simple as that.
she could go into a pub anywhere.
She is
But I
right, what she's
wouldn't
saying.
because I'm not on social media at the time.
She is
Julia.
saying, well, it's an act, but, you know, it's dark humour.
on social media.
She's
She's
right.
behind a comedy act.
I am a comedy actor, not flying. I didn't
You
say
might not.
anything,
You
so
might think
shut
it's
up.
wrong. You might think it's all of that. You might think it's sick. However, it could be seen as that in the eyes of the law. I know everything about the law.
Person can go to a pub anywhere in the UK that has people in and go.
I would never say anything to anyone who wasn't involved in my acts. My viewers know exactly what I do. They watch me every night, so of course I wouldn't walk into rants like comedians. They wouldn't walk in and start cracking.
Okay, so what about the conversations on WhatsApp when you've said sick things on WhatsApps and voice notes and stuff like that? Remember, that can't be a comedy act then because there's no audience. It's you or one or a couple of people that you're talking to on WhatsApp about it. So it ain't an act. Where's the audience? You know?
Ban the clip.
About people's lives, but they will for the comedy act if they're getting paid to do so.
Services. No.
Babalusha, are
And I
you
think
okay?
If you don't agree with what I'm
So I'm
saying,
an act. I would
then
never
you
say
are
anything
the
like that
problem,
in a pub. People
not
wouldn't
me.
understand.
Then you are.
People on this app
Look at my
understand
muscles,
my act,
you're
but if
up.
I walked into a random pub, they wouldn't understand, would they? So I would never do that
What?
anyway. I perform.
So
My act,
you're
but if I
up.
walked into a random
Angie, you could put a spirit level on that, love.
pub, they wouldn't understand, would
We'll just leave that there a second.
they? So I would never do that anyway. I perform on social media only. Thank you, Beverly, my love. Thank you, babe.
Here's Arlene. You know when
Ban
people say
them
about,
all.
oh, it's just an act. It's just an act.
Yes, and I'm
All
going to
I'm
buy
gonna
some
say
grapes
to you is,
tomorrow.
right,
I love grapes.
It's not an act. Because her old friends that she knew before this TikTok stuff and before the Facebook stuff and all this,
Prove it.
they knew her for a long
What did you say? Prove it, did you? I'll find the clips when your old friends have spoke out to me. One of them was on Facebook, actually.
period of time.
You had an issue with someone on Facebook back in the day.
She was always the same.
Yeah, I've always
And
been
that
an
was
act on
Chelsea
social
Harwood. It
media.
wasn't Evil Queen.
I've always
Did he?
been an act.
No.
So,
Oh, bam. Wait, I've got it on this one as well.
shit online. And in understand. Show me
Wait a
what.
minute, where's EQ gone? I'm not watching you.
EQ crying about.
Yeah, child abuse.
EQ
Oh,
crying about.
no. Wait a minute, I've got to go to my other account. Wait a minute. Are you purring? Oh, it's so cute. What? A closed apology, has he? That's because he's got no friends.
Fucking forget about.
Weird, isn't it? I think she says purring. I think she says purring. It does sound like pooing. Let's go back.
Account.
I think she says
Wait a minute.
purring.
Are you purring? Oh, is it cute? What? Coy's apology, has he?
Because I'll be honest with you, right? I wouldn't be surprised if I'm going to be. If it was pooing, I still wouldn't be surprised if I'm going to be honest with you. She does say purring, but if she did say pooing, I wouldn't be surprised either. Let's be real. Oh, you look cute pooing. You know, with her track history of animals and stuff. So if it was pooing, I wouldn't be shocked either. I don't know what this is about here. Let me have a look.
Work for the last will and testament, and none of you are coming on any trip to Switzerland, so bun the lot of you.
I am. I've already put my booking in. I've got the brochure. I'm having the sit-up ones.
Red,
Yeah.
we've got an opening in the click now. Can we have Dan in, please?
Are you sure? You want?
Can I just say as well, I mean, my path's crossed with Pearl before, it's crossed with Luke and Elisa, but this is the first time we've ever crossed paths, Miss Red, but apparently I've been in the click for a long time and that's why I say the shit I do. Heaven forbid that they're just see you next Tuesdays.
Oh, I heard someone speaking about rotisserie chickens and I couldn't stop laughing.
That's me and Sobriety Jack on our night of passion.
Oh my God. Was it worth it?
Yeah, I got a finger, got a vibrator for his PayPal.
Did you like the sound of the rotisserie chicken?
It was like a waterbed.
Did you lose any remote controls or carrots? Did you have anything go missing at your flat?
Well, it's safe to say he's never took 5 a day anyway.
Oh my God, I'm going on silent.
But yeah, they've said, because I've had my fair few arguments on here, but all I do is just call a spade, and a lot of these are bastards. But then the second that someone else says it, it's someone else.
Thank you, Mabel Marie, Emma,
they say
Danny,
that Joey
Katie,
tells
Debs,
me what
Mish.
to
Thank
do.
you.
Joey could never tell me what to do, ever.
Thank you, Donna, as well.
Hi, Georgia, love. We need
Hello,
to stop meeting
Dan.
like this.
Luke,
Yes, darling.
are you okay?
I'm all right, my love. I'm very good, thank you.
Good. I'm glad because you're not going anywhere because you're one of the only people I like left on this app. So if you go anywhere,
Brilliant,
I
I'm
will
not going
stalk
anywhere.
you.
You want to snog me? What?
No,
Oh my
I'll
God,
stalk
Georgia
you
just
and
saying
snog you.
TikTok. This is crazy.
Oh, Alicia's here. Hello, have you had your 5 a day today, Alicia?
Mind your business.
5 a day? How
I
many?
come up to see if anyone wanted to meet me outside Stratford Station at 6 o'clock in the morning to have a fight. Because I want to be on Miss Red's FYP, so I've decided Stratford 6 a.m.
Hang on, I'll give Millen a call. Wait there, I'll be back.
Can I just ask? You know that with Millen, that fight?
I'm okay, up to Daisy, thank you.
When they had that fight, was that Mama Kaz or was that David Potts off of Ibiza Weekender? Because they both got the same bill.
You leave our Mama Kaz alone.
We love Mama Kaz around these days.
Your entry has just been revoked to the click now. We love Mama Kaz.
Don't be like that, love.
You
we love
almost
Mama
said
Kaz. We're team Mama.
God's sake, it's absolute carnage in there, isn't it? Absolute carnage. 1 second. Felicity goes on live after the Canadian Angie drama. And let me tell you now, right, with all that went on that day, I need to speak about something. You know, and I said it earlier in the live, and I think this needs to be said, right? I'll do a quick poll for you, and then literally I'm going to just show you this and nip it everything in the bud and move on, right? So, let me just do a quick poll. Can we all select a face, please, guys? It doesn't cost you anything. So, now, guys, like I said, apparently these women were standing for a woman that they believed was vulnerable, and, you know, that person needed a voice, yeah? Which is fair enough. You believe someone's vulnerable, or whatever. Did they believe she was vulnerable? I don't believe that. In the slightest. Because if that was the case, right? If you believe that woman that you were speaking out on behalf of was vulnerable, When the live didn't go your way, why did you all attack her? Why did you all go live and slate her to the ground, slate Nick to the ground and start saying that, oh, I'm starting to think now, she didn't send me this message, blah, 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 why did she go in the box and all that stuff? You literally slated her down. So if she is vulnerable, why are you all ganging on a vulnerable woman? Just saying. You know, it's crazy. But anyway, I'm going to show you.
Can I go live and share these screenshots between Alex and Nat? He's like, yeah. But today, I never said of what until she said, she messaged me and said, are you showing the screenshots of when he tugged on live with Nick Nat? And I said, yeah. Look, she...
Which was debunked yet again when you said, where in any of them messages, right, the conversation was where it was back and forth, she could see she was, you know, 50-50, there was no, like, you know, and all I said is, oh, you got me in the mood while being on pause off the live. Doesn't mean anything. You really think that if I was going to be intimate with someone, I'd be doing it on a live? Are you mad? Are you clinically okay? Like I said, you said there was proof. There was no proof. That confirmed it was a lie. That confirmed it was a lie. I was replying straight away. When can I reply, hold a live, and do that at the same time? I ain't got free hands. You know what I mean? It's weird. Weird behaviour. Like I said, I proved my innocence. I don't care, but we'll continue on.
No, she knew already because she's in contact with Nick Nat. She knew what these entailed. She didn't see. She knows what it entailed.
You Canadian?
Yeah.
Do you know what? She's a flip-flopping cunt here. I've never known anyone like her in my entire life. She's desperately trying to claw her way back in with the clique.
I just think it was a setup. I've never once said that the relationship between Nick Nat and Alex was not consensual. It was always consensual. What my worry was is that she's...
No. You have stated for the past 18 months or year that I preyed on a vulnerable woman, which would lead people to believe that it was me applying pressure onto a woman and she didn't know what to do. That would you not? Do you agree with that, guys? Do you agree that when people put out there that the fact of the matter is that basically I was speaking to a vulnerable woman would make you all believe that I was literally basically telling this woman what to do, coercing her and all that stuff. And as you can see, that is not the case.
Vulnerable, so she's to manipulation. That was my issue with it. Not that.
There you go. Accept. I'm not even going to say it because I'm going to get my words mixed up. But anyway, I'll let you listen to it yourself.
I think what Canadian was looking for was she was looking for proof that he'd been sort of putting the arm on these women and blackmailing them, and them messages that she had were completely consensual. She was giving it as good as she was getting it. So,
does Canadian Angie want me to send all 90 screenshots to her? I'm happy to do it if that's what she wants me to do.
I wouldn't even try, and I wouldn't even go in Canadians again, because at the end of the day, who is she to pass judgment on anyone? The woman has been on.
But you wanted that. This is what I mean. You wanted Canadian Angie to pass judgment when it suited you, because she's got a big platform, and you all thought, if she takes this on board and runs with it, she might be able to dent put some kinks in his armour. They could start a beef between me and Canadian Angie. That's what you tried. And then when it backfired on you, now you're slating Canadian Angie off. But I guarantee if she would have ran with it, you would have loved her. And that's why I said to you all before, when Canadian Angie was live, and I said to her, no hatred, but you are literally going to hang yourself if you run with this, because there's no proof to what people are saying, because it didn't happen. It's just people off the chat, consenting adults, having conversations. To be fair, I'm not even going to... I don't run with anything. But like I said, if anyone would... I can't even get my words out. I don't know what's going on this morning. If anyone was vulnerable, it would have been me. But like I said, I'll never say that. And if you want to know the explanation why I say that, is because my relationship had broke down. I was basically only staying there to financially provide for the household. There was no intimacy. I was in the living room on the sofa. But you don't all know this. You all want to go, oh my God, you know, Alex this, Alex that. You can slate me as much as you want. But I stayed there, tried to financially support, you know what I mean, the household. Wrong, I should have left, yeah, I should have, and all that stuff. But sometimes people don't do that, you know. Some people, you know, try and keep things going. And I had people reaching out to me when I was low at that point. People knew I was low on the app anyway. People reaching out to me saying, oh, you deserve better, Alex. You don't deserve a woman to treat you like that. And obviously, like an idiot, I ran with it. But I ain't going to say I was vulnerable. But if anyone was to be explained as vulnerable, it would have been me. And it's as simple as that.
This app for I don't know how long, lying through her teeth that she's this young slip of a girl when she's older than me. So, you know, who's she to be judge and jury on anyone? She's no one. She doesn't even live in this country.
Do you know what? I've never really sat in Canadian Angies before. Never until yesterday. It was all kicking off. Before even Alex Brigham's name was mentioned, I was in that live because lots of people was. I think there was like a few K in there, so it kind of. So I was in there, and then Piggum. I'll call him Piggum. Live, and everyone's like, "Oh, you're obsessed with Pig." Fuck right off. Like, who the fuck is going to be obsessed with him? But at the same time, 3 fucking houses. Who the fuck is obsessed with that?
But at the same time, Phyllis, you've got to ask Canadian Angie, so what messages have you got? What proof have you got? Because every person that's been messaging with Alex is going to be...
Shani, shush. Let me be honest with you, Shani. You're irrelevant. They don't even like you, Shani, because I remember seeing chats back in the day of these people saying, I can't stand Shan. So, and these have you found your little people now? Because I remember you was not like Shan. Everyone was digging you out. Everyone used to say, oh, don't let Shan know, you know what I mean? I remember Shan. I don't know why you're putting your 2 pence in, to be honest with you. But all I'm going to say is, in this instance here, what has Canadian Angie seen? What has Canadian Angie... Do you know what they've seen? Consenting that's what she's seen, consenting adults. But she thought that the actual proof was going to be from Felicity, which obviously was never the case because, like I said, it was something that happened, was it 18... No, it was longer than that, about... whatever, 20 months ago or whatever it was. But yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, you know, we all move on. I've grew as a person anyway. Grew as a person. So, it is what it is. But all I'm going to say is, like, people want to run me stuff. All I'm going to say is, like, did you not notice, guys, on Canadian Angie's live, the said woman, oh, Jasmine doesn't want to be mentioned. The reason why Jasmine doesn't want to be mentioned, and I'll repeat her name, Jasmine, again, is do you know why? It's because she knew she couldn't back up anything that she was saying because she got called out. She was meant to be sending proof to a Michelle before, back in the day. Never come to fruition because she lied. And I said to her, let her prove it. Ask for her the last message she sent me and then to show her refuge papers to the person afterwards that she was in a refuge. Because the last time I spoke to that woman and I blocked her because she's insane, she was at home stalking her ex-boyfriend. That was the last time I ever spoke to her. She lived at home, normally, stalking her ex-boyfriend. She sent me pictures of a car and saying, does it look like there's a woman in the passenger seat of this car by the gym? Imagine walking to your fella's gym and taking photos from a distance to see if there's a woman in the car. The woman was clinically insane. I thought, you know what, I ain't speaking to this woman no more. I am out of here. Like, and I blocked her, and that was the last I spoke of her. You know, and then all of a sudden, you know, she was in Zach's live, bigging up Zach, and all of a sudden that story come out. And like I said, it's pretty easy, just, you know. Alex, you don't have any rabbits, do you? What do you mean, Kelly Mac? Rabbits. So. But another one, Felicity went running to Jasmine, told her to stop. That's the thing, Jojo, let me be real, mate. That is the situation. She was going to every single person saying, oh my God, Alex has done this to you, Alex has done that. I've done nothing to no one. Like, I've just been normal, a normal red-blooded male back in the day. I've changed and grew as a person, you know. And now I'm scared of women on TikTok, you know.
Consensual, because otherwise they would never have messaged him back.
Yeah, they were all consensual. Like, who said there wasn't consensual? Like, what did you want?
You did. Because, you know, nothing can be consensual if the other person is vulnerable. And this is where, Felicity, I know you are so uneducated. If you are saying that someone is vulnerable through communication, that would mean it wouldn't be consensual, would it? Because they are vulnerable. You know what I mean? Simple as that.
Like, does she want these all to be like Alex has come on to these women and there's been no back and forth?
No, what she